Hi, welcome to Jana's Kitchen. Today we are making mini quiche. It's just something our family loves to have for brunch. You can do a big quiche, that's awesome. But you know, everybody's like, I want a small piece, I want a big piece, I want, this just solves all of that. So anyway, and they're really cute and pretty and beautiful. Lots of years I've done these as well. So I just grated an 8-ounce block of Swiss cheese, but of course you can use any cheese that your family likes. I'm going to set that aside for a minute. Now to make our quiche, I have 4 whole eggs in here, and I used large eggs. And when you're making anything with a custard, you can see a little bit here how the white and the yolks are not completely mixed. You want to just incorporate the 2 of them. Do not beat these. Do not get them to be fluffy. You just want to incorporate them just until they are mixed, okay? Very important, or you won't get that custard texture that quiche has, okay? So that's as simple as that is. Now we're going to add 2 cups of half and half, or 1 cup of whole milk and 1 cup of heavy cream. Whatever you have, okay? So you have 2 cups of half and half. So now I'm just going to incorporate these 2 together. This is so easy. You can even do this when you wake up on a Sunday morning before church, or on a Saturday morning. You can make them a day ahead of time. Now I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to spread it around so it doesn't get clumped in one place. Just like that. Now I've got a 1/4 teaspoon, and this is optional, of cayenne pepper. We like it spicy. Just like that. This is so easy, and it's normally things that you have in the house. And then I've got 1 tablespoon, once again I'm going to spread it out, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. And this is optional. If you're not doing grains, then leave that out. It won't make that big of a difference. I'm just doing the traditional.
It's very good.
Yeah. See, that's as easy it is to mix up your quiche egg part. So we're going to be right back. I'm going to bring in my my individual quiche papers, and we'll be right back. Okay, we are set up here. Now, what I've got here are individual, they're called tart molds, and they're like a cupcake paper. And so, like, I bought a set, and it has the red, and I'm doing this kind of for Valentine's. So this was a set. It had red, it had the brown, kind of like they do at Panera, kind of those brown ones, and then it had these cream colored ones. And I do blueberry muffins, everything in these, and they're wonderful. And these are kind of the same texture, and they are sealed, so they're liquid proof. And they're very nice. I get them on Amazon, and they'll be in my storefront. And then this one is a tart mold as well, and it is a lot firmer, almost like a pan. I mean, like a bread pan, almost a disposable bread pan. They're very firm, and once again they are lined so that they are resistant to moisture. So anyway, so I've got these set up here, and I'm going to set a little bit of onion, just a little bit, in the bottom of each one. Just a little. It's raw, but if you want to caramelize your onion, you can do that. And some people don't like onion, so I'm not going to put onion in some of them, okay? This is your options. Okay, there we go. Just like that. Then in the bottom, again, we're going to sprinkle a little bit of basil in the bottom. Because if you were making a whole quiche in a pie crust, you sprinkle the bottom with basil for Quiche Lorraine. Just like that. And then I have a little bit of garlic salt. I'm going to just a very little bit, not a lot. But these are crustless quiche, so they're very keto friendly. Just a little bit. You don't want them too salty. Okay. So now we have our cheese. I grated that block of Swiss cheese. You can use Gouda, you can use Swiss, you can use cheddar, whatever your family likes, okay? We're going to divide this up amongst the papers. Our family loves cheese. I've got another sheet over here that I'm going to add. This normally makes about 8. Depending upon how generous you are in each one. I'm going to set that aside. I'll do those off camera. And then I cook some bacon up. And you can, if you don't like to smell your house up cooking bacon, there's even microwave bacon normally in your deli area, or pre-cooked bacon. You can use breakfast sausage. You can use slices of sausage. You know, just be creative. You can use chicken. You can use broccoli instead of all this. You can do, you know, bacon check. I got to save a little bit for those other ones. Just like that. Got a little generous there. Okay, so now I have our egg and cream and my measure cup. See, I use a measure cup that has a little spout on the end of it, but you can use whatever. And now I'm going to go through, and there's a half cup. Try not to drip all over. There's a half cup. And I'm going to keep filling these. And then I'm going to come back through and I'm going to add some other things here. I was a little shy. I've got some saved for the other ones. Now I'm going to add in on the top of those. I've got some Parmesan cheese grated, but you can grate fresh. Doesn't matter if it's grated like this or shredded on top of each of the quiche. But once again, if you don't like Parmesan cheese, don't put it on. And see how fast these are? Oh my gosh, they're so fast. Okay, so now we're going to go in with butter. We're going to put a tablespoon of butter on top of each quiche. We're almost done. This is it. And you can use black pepper instead of cayenne pepper. And like I said, you can use ham. You can use combinations of cheese. You make these the way you want to make them. But the formula for the eggs is pretty solid, other than with the combination of cream to eggs to salt. And so, because remember, Parmesan cheese is salty, your shredded cheese normally has salt in it, so you just want to be real careful with salt so they don't get too salty. I'm gonna clean up my pan here. I've got my oven preheated to 375 degrees, and I'm going to start these off at about 20 minutes. I'll look at them. They're going to dome way up. And they'll be domed when I take them out of the oven. We're going to put a knife in to make sure that they're done. And if it comes out that it's not milky, then they're done. And so we'll be back. Okay, my timer just went off, and we are going to show you how to check to see if your quiche are finished. Got a clean, dry knife. We're going to go into the center and pull it out. And see, it's just butter. So that means that these quiche are done. I'm going to allow them to bake for about, that one had a little bit. Make sure it's not just cheese, but I'm going to let these to bake for about 2 3 more minutes, and we'll be back. We're back. We just got these out of the oven. They are still hot, but the beauty of quiche is you can put them in the refrigerator just like this and stick them in the oven tomorrow, or microwave them for 20 to 30 seconds and they're ready to serve. So if you've got a busy household, and these are crustless quiche, so they're keto friendly, and how wonderful is that? And so to serve like on a buffet, you would just put those on a serving platter. right? Just like that, and put them on your buffet and people can go through. Or you can serve them just like this with some fresh fruit salad or a fruit cup or a frozen fruit cup. I'm going to be making frozen fruit cups too, and so be sure to look for that recipe. It's super easy. You mix them in a bowl and pop them in the freezer. And whenever you want to, just pull them out of the freezer about a half hour to 45 minutes before you want to eat it or serve it. And you have a delicious breakfast or lunch or supper fruit cup. And you've got drop-in company on a weekend. They're just there. You just wrap the cups with some plastic wrap and stick them in the freezer. So very simple, very easy. And so thank you for stopping by Jana's Kitchen. I hope that you enjoy our crustless, keto-friendly quiche.